A few months ago, you took what you thought was Adderall, but it was like laced with meth.
I don't really know what had meth in it because I was also doing cocaine and I overdosed because I took a gram and a half of Adderall.
A
So
gram and a half?
yeah, I think it was 37 pills of 30 milligram Adderalls that were not real. Well, they were real, but they were, you know, made in a lab.
And how long of a time span is that?
I don't know. I think I was on hour like 40 of being awake when
Holy
I had to
cow.
go to the hospital.
Okay, well,
What did they do at the hospital?
I don't remember. They just gave me some that like turn your because I was like seizing, so they just give you that like shut off your brain and like relax your body or whatever. So that because their main concern was that I was gonna have a heart attack because you're having these seizures, my heart rate's at like whatever 190. The main concern is that your heart's just gonna explode in that moment. So I
Yeah.
think just by dropping your heart rate, giving you I don't know what they put in.
Do you remember seizing? Like what that felt like?
Agonizing. The most painful thing. I've broken bones, but it was. Well, I guess if you think of the idea of like banging your hand on the table, your body sends a symbol like, "Oh, that hurt," because there's a little bit of damage. Imagine every inch of your body is effectively failing. It was head to toe the worst pain I've ever felt for hours. I don't know like what the definition of PTSD is, but I get panic attacks from sometimes like I'll be sitting there and I'll feel like because there's a distinct feeling that I felt right before it happened, and something will feel like a little similar, and I'll be sitting there and I start freaking out. I get what's it called? Sleep paralysis that I am laying there and I think I'm dying again or like having a seizure very frequently. I don't know how you define traumatizing, but it very frequently comes up in my everyday life. It's less and less now that I am so scared of something that painful happening to me again that I frequently panic about it.
When you were like lying there, and did you think that you could die in that moment, or did you?
I thought there was like a 50% chance I was sitting there.
What were
thinking,
those
like,
thoughts like?
Well, it's hard to have good, clear thoughts when you're in so much pain. But I just remember thinking, like, I cannot believe I sacrificed my potential because my potential, whatever, you go every day you're living, you die your fears or your dreams. And if I died today, I would be at 10% of my potential. So that is, by definition, my fears, not reaching my full potential. So I was sitting there, I was so mad at myself that I let myself slip up in like the whatever lapse of judgment and take this many drugs where I was just so sad and angry at myself that I'll never get to see what I could have been. And then the second half was I was extremely angry at myself that my mother would have to live through the death of her son, because that's like the worst thing a person could experience, in as far as I could imagine. So it was just regret, nothing but regret when I thought I was dying. It's just, I cannot believe this. I cannot believe I fucked up this bad.
Do you think that resulted in any like long-term permanent change in your behavior, or do you think that like you slipped back to old habits after some time had passed?
I'd probably take 80% less drugs, 90% less drugs after that. Well, I guess a gram and a half. That was like the most I've ever taken. But now that would like really inspired I need to get healthy. I need to take care of my body. I am scared of dying. That was the moment it changed. That's when I realized I don't want to, I can die. I'm not invincible because I thought I was invincible. And now I'm trying to treat my body with more respect now, for sure.
What about the influence you have on other people who watch you? And maybe some of these things are glamorized, of gambling and doing drugs.
Well,
and they're
it's
like,
not like
well, you do it. And
it's not like I hide anything, right? I post my blood work. When I was taking a ton of steroids, people see my blood work, see that, oh, hey, his liver is like functioning at 20% or whatever. Oh, he overdosed on drugs. He's in a hospital. He almost died. If I wasn't showing the full story, then maybe that's not a great influence. But if you watch me and my content, there's no part of the consequences that I hide. So you can see the lifestyle I choose and you can take it with, I should or should not do that based on gets this fun experience, but then also he struggles with, like, if you watch my content, you can see that there's demons there and he struggles with what? Like, clearly a ton of addiction problems, but that's kind of like what comes with the lifestyle. So I think it's, if anything, more informative that people get to see like truly the full story of like the rock star lifestyle.
What are the demons?
It's mostly the push and pull of I want to be happy, healthy, live 100 years. And then it just takes one lapse. And then all of a sudden I'm doing a ton of drugs and like doing things that, because I am scared of dying, and I will continuously embark on habits that are like would kill you. That's my biggest push and pull in life, like my biggest struggles for sure.
And what about having a positive impact on people who watch your videos? How do you balance that, or does it matter?
I just hope that everybody that watches my videos laughs. Like the goal is to make somebody smile. I get a lot of backlash and a lot of like support comments, and the comments that I love the most is like, oh, like I'm really stressed out about this, or this isn't going well in my life, but thank you for posting this video because it lets me forget about my problems for 1 hour, for 2 hours. For 2 hours, I get to escape my reality and just have a good time and laugh. And I also do like if you've seen any of the Book of Togi, that's my next video, is the whole Togi Talks Book of Togi in one video. All my ideas that I hold highly in my head about believing in yourself and becoming a better man, I think everybody can do incredible things, and 90% of men think they're destined for way less than what they can accomplish. So I really just try and push the idea and try and inspire people to take the leap of faith and embark on what you know you truly should be doing. The biggest risk is not taking the risk, because if you never take the risk and do what you love, you're going to spend your whole life, and it seems safe. You go to college, you have a job, and that's what they tell you is safe, but that's the death of you, and that's the death of your soul. And it kills me to see my friends going through that every day. They graduate college and they immediately start, like the world would devour your personality and soul if you're going on the path that they tell you to, like listen to your own path. So the idea is that I want people to do what they love and be inspired and laugh.
Do you ever feel like you have to play up to certain standards and expectations of the viewers, and that you have to like overcompensate because, you know, of the demand of the YouTube algorithm? Do you feel like, you know, Shane ever gets like lost in Togi, or do you think these are somewhat synonymous?
Well, it's pretty clear. Like you'll have a conversation with me and you'll see like pretty mellow. Like you thought I was going to come in and start breaking shit, right? Like I would start breaking if I was on or whatever, but Togi is just Shane, but 20% more exciting, 20% more daring. I'm willing to buy the fake watches because like if there was no camera, I would have not pulled the trigger on those watches, but in my head I still thought it was a good idea. And all successful influencers do that. Like you really think Speed is barking at people all the time? Like he probably wants to in his head because he's crazy as fuck, but he doesn't bark at people when there's no camera because that's just fucking weird. But when there's camera, he's barking, doing all this crazy stuff. So that's kind of like what you have to do. When you see an intro of "What is up, guys? Welcome to this vlog." So like I feel very authentic to myself. But I just, when the camera's on in a non-podcast sense, it's just like, all right, let's level it up 20%.
You know, it's interesting. The only person that I've met who's the exact same on camera, like no difference whatsoever, is Danny Duncan.
Oh, I met him for the first time the other day.
He doesn't play anything up. Even when the camera's not on.
Same as Dax Flame.
He's still, yeah, Dax too. But he's still just like himself, camera or not.
Yeah, some people are just blessed with, they were truly, truly, truly meant to be famous. Like you as a person is just perfect for the camera, perfect for all this. But for me, I found great success in being like totally mellow Shane. But I found like a little bit, it helps the algorithm to be a little more crazy, a little more aggressive. So
yeah. Do you ever censor yourself?
Yeah, I don't talk about a lot of things because, for example, talking about sexual things and women, YouTube, you can't do any of that. It will get banned immediately. If I have, like, I used to do like streams with girls in a hot tub. Can't do any of that. Don't do it. I'm not racist, but I think like racist jokes are funny. You can't make those on YouTube because a lot of people don't get the joke. The algorithm or the whatever censoring bots don't get that it's a joke. So I censor myself much more heavily than I would like. I'd say my videos would be twice as funny, to me at least, if I could be truly myself. But my lifestyle is so explicit that I would say every video, roughly 90% of the footage doesn't get to go in the video because it has to be censored.
What about like a Togi uncensored?
I've thought about
Oh,
doing
dude,
that.
yeah. If you put that behind a paywall, oh my gosh.
I hate the idea of well, I'm just so busy putting out YouTube that if I like, okay, we also now are gonna post the uncensored version, I would effectively be reducing my productivity by whatever 50%, and then is the ROI for me personally? Like I have uncensored stuff that's unedited that I enjoy watching myself that I think is funnier, but to put it behind on or like some random website, it just feels like the ROI of putting out another censored YouTube video grows my brand so much more than putting, I don't know, like having a Togi uncensored website. But it's something that when I have more free time, I would like to drop like crazy, like all of the footage of like my whole career, like the craziest shit sometime. But for now, the growth has been so perfect that I don't feel like I want to embark on that.
Do you have any regrets where you wish you could go and tell your younger self like some advice or don't do that?
No, I think my life is as blessed as and perfect as I could ask for. Like obviously things could be better, but nothing is perfect, and that's why things are amazing, and every mistake that I've ever made has made me the person that I am today. So, and I wouldn't trade my life for any person. Like if you could be, would you swap your life for this person's? I wouldn't, because I'm doing what I love. I'm doing what Togi does. This is Togi. So no, I can confidently say that I, as of now, have no regrets.